Good morning, Fran. Good morning, Elizabeth. Let's see if that good morning reached you. Or maybe I have to wait longer. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Joni. Good morning, Anne. Yes. I waited about 3 seconds after it said you were here before I said good morning. That's good. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Darlene. I'm going to wait 1 more minute, see who gets here, and then we're going to start. It feels like a Motown morning to me. Good morning, Kathy. It is time to get started. Or maybe not. And let's start with forward and back with the shoulders. Good morning, Lori. And up and down. And alternate. And roll those shoulders back. And alternate. And roll them forward. Good morning, Charlene. And alternate. arms in. And out. And wrists. Good morning, Mary. And wiggle those fingers. Fingers and fists. Back to your march. Let's do that hula. Get those arms involved. Changing directions. And back to your march. Hamstrings. And back to your march. Let's go to a toe tap. Left and right. Change that to your heel. Left and right. Go to the other heel. Left and right. Toes. Left and right. And let's march. Let's start by getting those knees up nice and high to your hands. Let's double that motion. Back to singles. Good morning, Heather. And back to our march. Keep those knees nice and tall. Good morning, Connie. You're Connie number 2. And widen that stance. As we widen the stance, it's less about the knees and more about rocking. And again. And work your way in. Get in, make those knees nice and tall. And work our way out. step out to the side. Let's double that motion. And back to singles. Let's change that to a motion out front. Let's double that motion. Good morning, Janet. Back to singles. We're going to change this to a step out back. And let's go back to our march. So we're going to combine those. We're going to wake the brain up just a little bit. Singles out front. Morning, Lori. Singles out back, but doubles out to the side. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, and so on. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, and 2, and out back 1, and 2, and back to singles. Good morning. And back to your march. Time for a quick drink. How are you this morning, Usha? And Lori, the tee has to match the shoes, of course. So yesterday we taught you a V step. Let's go back through it slow, half the pace. We'll start without arms. Here we go. It's out, out, in, out. Arms follow that. Out, out, in. One more slow. Let's bring this up to pace. Back to half pace and freeze. Back to pace. Back to your march. So then now that you have the V step mastered, because I know you all do, we're going to do a backward V. Looks like this. It's back, back, in. Arms are the same. Let's bring this up to pace. Here we go. Half pace. And back to your march. And here's your brain teaser. We're going to put a forward V and a backward V together. Let's do that without arms, half pace. Out, out, in, and then back. Add the arms. One more slow, and we bring it up to pace. Here we go. Pace. And back to your march. See, that was fun. More brain teasers. We're going to teach you how to count. We're going to use our 4-step for that. So we're going to just count by ones. Here we go. 1, 2, I don't hear you. Again. 1, 2, 3. Count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Again. 3s. 3. Again. 4s. Again. 5s. This is an easy one. 5. Again. And 6s. 6. Again. 6. 12. 7. 8s. 9s. And 10s. 10. And back to your march. Hamstring curls. Let's double that motion. Actually, I thought I had hit the Motown playlist. Ended up with this one. So we'll do Motown next week. Back to singles. And back to your march. Quick drink. So when it comes to keeping the liquefy, you drink when it's necessary. You don't have to wait for me. You can just continue on with the exercise. But the general rule of thumb is, if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated, it's too late. So before class, you hydrate. You hydrate several times during class, and you hydrate after class. For the new people, here's another new one. We're going to tell time with our feet. We'll do it nice and slow to start. It's like this. 12, 3, 6, back. Then we go to the other foot. Let's do that again. Other foot. Let's bring this up to pace. Try to keep up. Good morning, Karen. Next time around, we're just going with one leg, over and over again. people, what you're actually exercising is the stationary leg. This is where you're going to feel the pressure. We're going to the other foot. Mix it up. Back to your march. We do the same thing with our arms. Let's get to 12 o'clock. And let's do 5 to 1. Let's do 10 to 2. Timex time. Let's do quarter to 3. $20 to 4. 25 to 5. When we do 6:30, we add a slight knee bend to it, but the torso stays tall. Looks like this. Let's work our way out. $20 to 4. Quarter to 3. $10 to 2. 5 to 11. And 12 o'clock. And back to your march. Toe tap, both sets of toes. Left and right. Heels. Alternate. Get those hips going. Back to your march. Hamstrings. And back to your march. That big hula, forget the music, just really big motions out back to the side. Don't let anyone ever tell you that cleaning your bathroom is a good thing. I twinged my back this morning. Go the other way. And back to your march. Get those fingers going. And snap those fingers. Snap each one individually. They don't need to make sound. I only have one finger that makes any sound when I snap it. And wrists. Arms out. Arms in. Roll those shoulders back. And alternate. Forward. And alternate. Hi, Leslie. ends our aerobic section. We're going to move on to equipment. I'm going to get a quick drink, and I'm going to start with the exercise ball. So for those of you that come in a little bit later, and that's perfectly fine. Everything you do is more than you would not have done if you don't come. But please make sure you warm up all the joints and a little bit of the muscles before you start. Don't jump into full aerobics or full equipment. Okay, think of working from your shoulders all the way down to your toes, all your joints. And for those of you that did come in a little bit later, that's not a reprimand. Okay, that's just good exercise. Warm up before you join. With the exercise ball, put the ball on the back of your hands, keep moving. Using just your fingers and your thumbs, roll that ball up to mid-chest. Using the other hand, roll it back down the other way. And then back and forth. And then stop it halfway up your arm. Let's do some bicep curls. Now I know from live performances at Life After 50, some people don't really put a lot of effort into this. It's kind of like, la, la, la. No, really pressure that ball. And squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. And pulse. Go to the other arm. And squeeze, release, squeeze. Then place that ball in one hand and pulse. Other hand. Other hand. And squeeze, release. Other hand. Squeeze, release. So yesterday and on Monday, we looked at what's called a 4 count. We're going to modify that. It's a 3 and release. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. Other hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, release. Taking that ball in both hands, no fingers, no thumbs, just your palms, and pulse. And squeeze, release, come on, put an effort into it. We are done with the ball. I'm going to get a quick drink, and I'm going to the resistance band. Thumb and fingers only. Bring that band up. Once you get there, give it good pulses. And squeeze, release, squeeze. Squeeze, release. 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, release. Grab an end and throw it out. Other hand. And roll it up. Just thumb and fingers. I know some of you are doing this and you're doing this. Get those thumb and fingers working. When you get there, pulse. When I used to do these classes in Life After 50, let's do a squeeze. I used to hear nothing but whining from people. Mine's too long. It takes too much time. Bunch of Goldilocks people. It's too long. It's too short. It's just right. Four count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. Keep that in a ball, place it in both hands and wring it out. And then pulling out. And pull, release, pull. Four count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. That's it for equipment for today. We are not doing any hand weights today. We'll get back to those next week. I'm going to change the music up. I actually have it ready today. And we're going to start with wall push-ups. Give me a moment. Be right back. So for your wall push-ups, you want your feet to be anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 of a meter away from the wall. Okay, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, I have friends that have very short arms, so their toes have to be a little bit closer. Not mentioning any names, Mary. I'm going to pay for that one later. Arms are extended. So when we do this, the heels stay on the ground, the body stays a plank. And you try to get that nose as close to the wall as you can. Now, if you like, when you come back up, you can drop the arms, but make sure they go back up before you start leaning forward again. I am done with my wall push-ups. I'm going to get my chair. You didn't have to comment, Mary. They didn't know who I was talking about. Now they do. Between the elbow and the shoulder, just a nice consistent pull towards your head. Doing your nice, good, deep inhale and exhales. And then hinging at the hips or the waist. Let gravity do the work for you. You're not pressing, you're not pushing. If you can touch your toes like this, good for you. I never have been able to. We're just letting gravity pull everything down. And when you come back up, it's very, very slow. Give blood a chance to get back to where it belongs as opposed to pooling right down to your feet and you're dizzy and all of that. I've got my chair for my hamstring pulls. Remember, everything is done very slowly. There are no quick movements here. When you release, it's slow. And I go to a heel to help stretch out the muscles. And while I'm on this side, I'm going to do a forward kick and a backward kick. Actually, it's a leg raise as opposed to a kick. The idea is to keep that torso steady, make the hip flexors do the work. And then out to the side, the same thing. You want to keep that torso as steady as possible. Make the hips do the work. Going to the other side, we repeat everything. Forward and back. And then to the side. We have two balance exercises that we do. We did the first one on Monday where we put one foot in front of the other. We're going to do the other one today. I have my chair here just in case I need it, and I sometimes do. The outside leg is going to come up halfway, and then out, left and right. Wiggle the toes, bring it back up, halfway down. Up, out, left and right, wiggle the toes, and back down. To the other side, the same thing with the outside leg. Up, out, left and right, wiggle the toes, back in, halfway down, up, out, left and right, fall down, wiggle the toes, back in. Okay, I don't know if any of you noticed that when I said wiggle the toes, the wrist went as well. Breathing. We talked about making sure that we get inhale as much as we can and exhale as much as we can. Today I want to talk to you about stress relief and sleeping. There's a method called the 4-7-8 where you inhale slowly for 4 counts, you hold it for 7 counts, and then you exhale for 8 counts. Good morning, Sherry. The thing that a lot of people do on the hold is they're like, no, just hold your breath, relax. Let's give this a try. I'm not going to be able to talk during this, so I'll give you all the fingers. Let's give this a try. In for 4. You should be almost gasping for air. I had to breathe in to speak because I had exhaled as much as I could. Let's try that again. In for 4. It is an awesome breathing technique for stress relief. You can do it seated. Make sure you're sitting properly. But it's great if you're laying in bed and thoughts are going through your head. Give this a try. 4, 7, 8. That's it for today. This will be posted on YouTube later with a link posted back here for you. You have a great Thursday. We will see you next Monday. Bye.